Welcome to Whiskey and Whiskers. This is a midweek episode of Nerdin' Out. I'm your host, Chop.
Gator.
Jake.
Chris.
Blake.
One of the few things that I really get down on in the movie scene, I'm not a big movie person. I'm going to throw that out there now. But one of the things that I really get down on is car movies.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And there's some really fucking good ones out there. So, I have a couple genres where, I really like mafia movies and shit like that. But car movies seem to always pull me in. And I'm not sure why, but I like them. And it may just be like a, grease monkey part of me or something like that. That's like, hell yeah, fucking.
You are pretty
badass
greasy,
cars
man.
and
Well,
stuff.
bro, it's like, I like cars
greasy.
and I like movies.
Yeah.
And, movies for guys that like movies, man.
And generally speaking, car movies are kind of aimed at our demographic.
Yeah.
It's for dudes. Like, there's usually a chick that's scantily clad. There's usually a car chase. There's usually an explosion.
Oh, yeah.
Just
some
like
gunplay.
like the movie Cars.
Yeah. Exactly.
Just
Yeah.
like that.
Can we do a rapid fire favorite car movie?
Yeah, I think we
Blake?
should. So let's
Okay. No, I'm done.
Let's go around.
That's great. I mean, rapid fire.
let's go. Blake,
Mad Max.
Chris.
Good one.
Gone in 60.
I'm going old, not old school, but I like Fast and Furious, the original, man. I know there's probably a lot of haters, but
I agree.
that's a OG movie.
I agree
yeah.
with that.
Gator.
God damn. I don't like your favorite thing, but Back to the Future is pretty cool.
All right.
I'll allow it. No,
I'm-
the car was iconic in that movie.
The
Like,
car is the movie.
Yeah.
You don't
Yeah.
go Back to the Future unless you have the car. You're fucked.
I'm gonna go with Baby Driver.
Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
Baby Driver was good, but I don't put it at the top. I mean, it's hard to beat the iconic ones, right?
Yeah.
Smokey and the Bandit, I'm surprised didn't come
Yeah.
out. Like,
You ever
And
seen?
don't get me wrong. I
Gone
think
60. That's
yeah.
it's one of those kind of touchy subjects. And again, this is kind of a rapid fire. What's your favorite? And I think there's a lot of things to talk about there. But let's go through. Let's actually talk about each one of our favorites and why those are important car movies. So Blake.
So, Mad Max. And honestly, the original Mad Max is the most car movie Mad Max. Beyond that, number two, I mean, it had a lot.
all real stunts.
Yeah. And then, and by the time you got to Beyond Thunderdome, it was just a wasteland shit show. Like, the cars were done at that point. But in the original Mad Max, dude, he's driving hard all the time. And the new Mad Max, they're
Every
driving hard all the
motorcycle
time.
in the OG Mad Max was real deal crashing, man sliding across the asphalt.
And
I
then-
appreciate that.
And the old ones can be kind of hard to watch now because it's slow. I almost said Bullet too. So just as
Yeah.
iconic car movies go, it's a badass movie. But I mean, now I would rather watch Fury Road than the original Mad Max. But the Fury Road would not exist if it wasn't for Mad Max.
Right. Yeah.
So, yeah, I like the stunts. I like the explosions. I like the wasteland setting.
The sci-fi apocalyptic.
Yeah. It's
Knobby tires on a Chevelle or whatever
yeah.
they create.
driving across a desert.
Yeah, man.
And there's people
Yeah.
climbing around in the cars and those. Oh, dude, in Fury Road, those fucking stick whip things that they're flying around on.
Polecats, bro. They're called polecats.
Dude, and they jump off and blow cars up.
Yeah,
it's
bro.
fucking cool. And then they have the giant 18-wheelers that
Do
are
you know
shooting
that they
flames and
really
shit.
did that? There were guys that climbed on top of poles and they got them to bend, and they may not have transferred car to car, but they really did.
Yeah,
bend
that's what I'm
poles
talking
at
about.
speed.
And it, it's a little bit different style of a car show because we're not showcasing a car like a lot of like Bullet, for instance. It showcases the Mustang.
Right.
That's not what this movie's about. This movie's just about shifting gears and going fast.
Yeah.
So yeah, I like Mad Max. I like the
Good answer, by the way.
setting. I like the it's almost the thought or the vibe behind it that I like so much.
Yeah.
You
All
could
right.
be any kind of car guy, and Mad Max is fucking cool.
Well, and it's also important to note with Mad Max, they're not nice cars. This isn't showcasing Ferraris and Lamborghinis
Yeah.
and shit. This is a fucking it's a driver movie, not a car movie.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
I think they might be well built. They're not breaking.
Oh,
They're-
right, yeah.
they're
No,
running.
they're badass cars.
Yeah.
They're just not high-end, high-dollar cars.
Oh no, not at all.
And I think
they're
that's
scrapyard
yeah.
fucking cars with snowplows on the front.
And I think that's what's cool is it kind of gives the impression of any car can be badass in their hands of the right person.
So yeah, that's mine. Mad Max. Either the original or the new Fury Road. Either one. They're both fucking dope.
Oh yeah, good answer. All right, so Chris, Gone in 60 Seconds.
So,
I love that. I love that answer.
Dude,
by
that's
the
a
way.
great answer. Honestly, that was right there in contention.
So there's a number of things. I mean, what can you say? You could start with Eleanor and just go there.
Absolutely.
I'm a Ford guy.
amazing
Eleanor
car.
is every Ford guy's fucking wet dream.
You could
Yeah.
also go Robert Duvall. You could also go Angelina Jolie
Yeah.
playing
On
her
her motorcycle.
She was nasty in that movie.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
So one of the cool things about Gone in 60 Seconds, me and Blake talked about this pretty recently, was that the most iconic driving scene in that movie was, it felt so legit. Like it didn't feel as staged, or like it felt like what somebody would do if they were in a badass car.
So again, that movie could not exist if it wasn't for Bullet, because Bullet it made that like long form car chase scene, right?
See, I was
Right.
gonna say Bandit did that.
Jim Connor is emulating is emulating Steve McQueen in Bullet, but I will say that Gone in 60 Seconds took what Bullet had and made it better.
Well, I feel like Gone in 60 Seconds was a takeoff of Smokey and the Bandit for sure. You know, they're not quite stealing cars, but
Right.
definitely long car chases outside of the law. You know.
Doing some illegal shit.
Oh, yeah.
Eastbound and down.
Mhm.
Loaded up and trucking.
Although, y'all like Eleanor. Eleanor's a beautiful car. He tore that car up in that movie.
Yeah.
That didn't bother you?
It did, but that was kind of what was cool, though. That's kind of what we were talking about. Is like he got
drove
away
the
with it,
shit out of
and
that
it was,
car.
and it like it felt more real because he wasn't just like the car didn't
It
end
wasn't
up in pristine.
when he rode,
Yeah.
yeah. His mirrors hanging off.
Yeah, you
doors
ramp a
smashing.
Ferrari and
Yeah.
you just keep driving it.
Yeah.
Like, that's not the way this shit works.
It was a great car movie, and during that era, there wasn't a lot of car movies going on.
Yeah.
Special effects was really taking off. There's a lot of movies coming out around CGI, and then Gone in 60 Seconds dropped, and it was like, no, it's going to be a real ass movie, and we're just going to steal cars in real life. Like,
Yeah.
And every once in a while, Nicolas Cage just hits a home run. You know?
oh yeah,
Yeah.
dude.
He's weird like that.
Face Off, man.
So I think Gone in 60 Seconds was one of them. That's one of his home runs, and I think that movie will transcend. Like a lot of movies, they're good when they come out and then they kind of fade. That movie's going to be good for a long,
Oh,
long
dude,
time.
sometimes I can't stand that Nick Cage and Gone in 60 Seconds. He was there. He arrived.
He nailed
man.
it, yeah.
He showed up.
Yeah.
I like it.
He did in Face Off too. It's another great.
Yeah, but that treasure movie, I can't stand that shit.
I like
Yeah.
Con Air, man. I thought that was pretty good.
Gone Air.
All right, let's talk the next one.
All right, Gone in 60 Seconds. Okay, we're gonna go to the very start scene. It may not be the very, very start scene, but he's sitting there and he's in that green Eclipse, and he gets up to 140 in a
Fast and
Wait,
Furious.
Fast and Furious.
Fast and Furious. Fast and Furious. Sorry, 140, dude. 6th gear. He's in a parking lot, and he spins the fuck out, dude. Uses nitrous, all this nonsense, and then the movie starts.
Yeah.
Dude, I have watched that opening scene probably 100, 150 times, man. It's as, I don't know, man. It does it for
Drifting,
me, man.
bro.
And somebody had to say it. That's one of the most money-making
Oh yeah.
car movies that's ever
It's
been.
definitely one of the. It's probably the biggest car movie franchise that's ever been.
Right.
Right. But that, for some reason, that scene, it's just like, dude, I haven't done that, but I've done very similar things to that, and I feel it, dude. He's going fast to go fast in a fucking parking lot, man. I dig it. And, obviously the rest of the movie is great, but that one scene, dude, I'll hit that thing on Netflix, turn it off after 10 minutes, and go watch another movie, dude. That one scene it does it, man. I don't know why.
I like that movie too, and I went and saw that in the theater, the same as Gone in 60 Seconds. I actually saw both those in the theater, and I walked out and wanted to get in the car and drive as fast as I fucking
Yeah,
could when I
man.
left the theater.
Yeah.
Just like when you see a kung fu movie and you leave and you want to do kung fu like on the way out the movie theater.
And Fast and the Furious also made those type of cars cool. Like,
It's not necessary. I don't necessarily like the rice burner more than the muscle car. I like them both equal.
well, in the original Fast and the Furious, there's muscle
Muscle
cars.
cars
Yeah, they had
too.
both.
Dude,
and that's what
the-
was up. They hit
dude,
both
I
targets
actually
there.
went to Universal Studio the year after they made that movie and saw the cars. it crushed me because they were all fake, man, or at least the ones that they showed me, and they were like plastic superchargers and just a bunch of junk, and I was let down, but I still like the movie.
But the concept, like, Supra's fucking stock.
No, this was the Eclipse. This was
Right.
before the Supra. This is a green car, and he's like in front of a stadium, and he's just testing his car.
Stadium
That's
Arcadium.
it. And dude, it's fucking legit, dude. There ain't nobody there. He's just seeing how fast he can go, and something about that, I like it, man. And then he spins out. I always wondered why'd you spin in 10 circles in a parking lot going 140, bro? And I like it, dude. I don't know. It's good. It's good shit. It's so good.
I can dig it. And action. It's got action.
Yeah, and dude, we could go to the ending scene where they jump the railroad tracks. It's just, dude, you can put that movie on at any time, and it's all good. It's
And it
good.
definitely is one of the most iconic car movies, like
Sure,
from
yeah.
our generation.
They're still
at
making
least.
them. Hobbs and
They
Shaw
did.
releases
Hobbs and Shaw,
like
yeah,
tomorrow or something.
Yeah, it's right
Yeah.
now.
That's crazy.
All right, so
Let them have a gator.
Oh shit. Yeah, Back to the Future. What's up, y'all?
that's a perfect example of this isn't necessarily a car movie, but it's
Has an
It
iconic
is
car.
a
it's
very
an
car
iconic
movie.
car. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, car movie is kind of a broad topic.
Right.
I mean, you could be talking about DC Cab too if you wanted to.
Yeah.
Mr. T.
Mm-hmm.
Or Herbie.
Yeah, or something. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe not that movie.
That was
No,
a
but-
car movie, man.
Back
Uh-huh.
to Back
That
to
was
the
definitely a
Future.
car movie.
The DeLorean, right? Like,
Mhm.
nobody knew the DeLorean was cool until that movie, and then everybody was like, "Holy shit, that's fucking cool!" And
Yeah.
the way the doors open,
Uh-huh.
like that became a thing for.
Still,
Yeah,
Yeah.
suicide doors.
Yeah.
They're not suicide
People
doors.
do that
they're-
on their
Butterfly
Saturns,
doors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. Every rock star and rapper wants those
Lambo
fucking
doors, right?
on
Isn't
their
that what they
doors.
call them, dude?
Mm-hmm.
Damn,
When this
man.
baby hits 88 miles per hour,
Yeah, the flux capacitor
we're gonna
kicks
see
in.
some
and,
serious shit.
yeah.
And it has flames in the tracks when it takes off, which
Yeah.
is fucking dope.
Hell yeah.
And you can go Back to the Future with a lot of cocaine, and it's really cool until you get busted in Panama.
Isn't the whole goal though to have lightning strike your car?
Yeah.
I think that happens as a result of you going 88 miles an hour and the flux capacitor.
Well, you have to know that the lightning is going to strike that spot.
Yeah, they
so
need-
you got to
well,
drive
they-
your car
yeah.
through there.
They need the power
That's
to
a
make
lot
it
of work,
happen.
man.
I don't know, dude. Go
It
back
is a
and
cool car.
go
don't get me
anytime you
wrong.
want to.
But-
Dial it in.
One of them, they figure out how to fire it off in the Wild West.
Yeah, turn a train into a
Uh,
DeLorean.
in Apache Shores, there was a DeLorean.
Yeah.
Do you remember that DeLorean?
Big ass tires.
Yeah,
all
and
that.
it was jacked up and had like mud and tires on
oh
it.
my
What
god.
the fuck?
Yeah, dude.
There was an old. Camaro,
I don't know.
There's an old Camaro that's set like that on Dessau Road, at Dessau and Palmer for my whole life.
People
I
are
still
weird.
See it over there.
Yeah. People.
That's
are weird.
cool shit though. I liked how in that movie when they went down the mall parking lot, like it left flames on the tire marks.
Uh-huh.
That was like, fuck, man.
Definitely.
Dude, if I could have a DeLorean right now, I would say yes. Like that's
Yeah.
a fucking cool car.
And I'd drive the shit out of it. Every highway I got on, I'd be going 88.
I don't care if I can't fit my car seat in it for my kid and on my cocaine.
That would be dope if he got pulled over and he's like, "Do you know how fast you were going?" And you're like,
88.
Look at what I'm fucking driving. Are you a fucking ass?"
The real question is, how much cocaine do I have in the back of it?
Just going some 88 miles per hour. No. I was going 87 because if I was going 88, you'd see some serious shit.
Yeah. Yeah. That's, I don't know, classic. That's a iconic car if I've ever seen one.
You think a cop will laugh and let you off? You think you get
Hell yeah.
arrested?
Well,
Depends.
depends on the cop.
Depends on if you're in a school zone or not. So Baby Driver was mine, and I've seen Baby Driver fairly recently, and for me, it kind of what like Jake was talking about, that opening scene.
I haven't
holy
seen anything
shit.
except the opening scene.
That opening scene is fucking dope, and he's got a
WRX.
WRX, and nothing. Like, I've wanted a WRX in my life. Nothing has made me want more than that opening scene because he drives the fuck out of that car.
Yeah.
And it's, I don't know, the way the music like blends in with it and everything, like it's so fucking badass. And
Dude, I like his old. What is it? A Caprice.
yeah,
I like
think
that
so.
old
Ooh,
Caprice that he
Caprice.
has. In
there's
there.
a few really fucking badass cars in that movie, but like the reason I think that one tops my list is because I think it's just a better movie. Like, I don't necessarily think it's better as far as cars, but I think it's better cinematography and story and so on and so forth.
From what I could tell, the music too.
Yeah, the music was really, really good.
So, Chop, after we talked about it last time, I went and watched that actually this past week.
Yeah.
And it was good. If you haven't seen it or it's been a while, I highly recommend rewatching Drive with Ryan Gosling in it.
Yeah.
I feel like it's on the same level, and the story on that one's badass, and it has a total Vice City feel, which is cool.
Yeah,
Look, dude,
definitely.
people are probably cringing at our answers. There's probably
yeah.
so many good ones out there.
Yeah.
that
There's-
we
yeah,
just
and-
didn't bring up.
And like, there's probably a better car movie out there that if I had seen that movie, I'd change my answer.
Well,
Just-
and it can like Days of Thunder. What about Days of Thunder?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, dude.
Robert Duvall again.
or iconic
Bandit.
cars,
Yeah,
That's-
Smokey and the Bandit.
iconic cars, Knight Rider.
Which was a show though, not a movie.
Still,
True,
I mean,
true.
iconic car.
What's the James Dean movie?
Oh
Rebel Without a Cause?
Yeah,
Yep.
isn't that a car movie? I don't know.
no, but
Cars
there's some
are
badass
featured.
cars
Motorcycles?
Yeah.
and motorcycles in
I don't know.
that.
I've never seen it. I'm talking on my ass, so I'm
Bullet is fuck. I just
You
said his
notice how
name.
most of the car movies we mentioned are older?
Steve McQueen.
Yeah.
Hooper with Burt Reynolds. Also, he plays the stunt driver.
What's
stuntman.
the Grindhouse movie?
Oh, Death Proof.
Death Proof.
Death
yeah.
Race.
Death-
Proof?
There was a Death Race.
There's
too.
Death Race and Death Proof, but
Were they
Death
together?
Proof. No,
No,
Death Proof is
Grindhouse
the
was
one.
Death Proof. That's the one with Kurt Russell, and he crashes the shit out of the car,
shit.
like on purpose.
Yeah.
Death Race was prisoners. They had to race to get out of. Okay.
All the
Gotcha.
old Escape from L.A. and Escape from New York have some pretty cool car scenes in them.
Also, the Italian Job's worth
Italian
noting.
Job,
I watched that after I watched Baby Driver, and it didn't do it for me because
Well,
Like
like
Mini Coopers.
It's
bro.
dated,
Yeah.
and it's Mini Coopers. Although those Mini Coopers look fun as shit to drive.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
one of those like, yeah, if there was a Mini Cooper out there, I'd
Yeah.
wreck the shit out
Hey,
of it.
bro, I'll
dude.
give you 10 grand to drive this Mini Cooper down a set of stairs. Yeah, sure.
so there's definitely a lot of good ones out there, and I'm sure that there's a lot that we've missed, but
Nah,
I
I
know,
don't think so, man. I think we got it pretty well.
Never mind, we're fucking perfect.
Yes.
Nailed it.
Nailed it.
Yeah.
There's no better answer than the ones that we gave.
And no room for disagreement. Not a thing.
Yeah.
And Paul Walker's dead, man. I mean,
Yeah.
I guess all the people that drive these cars are fucking dead, right?
Yeah.
Do they all die
Honestly?
by driving cars?
No.
Maybe we'll talk about that
But-
next time.
Paul
Hey,
Walker.
old
did.
age or driving cars, yeah.
Paul Walker did by driving cars.
Yeah. For
What
sure.
was he driving? A Porsche.
He wasn't even driving.
Oh.
I thought he was driving.
No,
Maybe that's the problem.
he was passenger. Slammed into like a palm tree or something.
I know they slammed into a tree
Yeah,
or a
get you every
telephone
time.
pole or
Shit.
something.
Hulk Hogan's son tried to do that too.
He did it a couple times.
Yeah.
Damn.
Not a car movie, but what about Training Day?
Training Day, dude. Training
That
Day
fucking
is
car
a
was
great movie, bro.
Yeah, the Monte Carlo is sick.
That, and I always have it. My name's Jake, so I have it programmed in my head. That motherfucker coming around the corner and he's got a shotgun and he's like, "I'm a surgeon with this bitch, Jake," and he starts shooting at him, and it's like, I don't know. Sometimes I hear that for motivation.
What other movies? I'm trying to think of like car movies, but all I'm coming up with is like iconic cars.
Transformers, bro.
Okay, how about this? How about this?
I mean,
Can we do another rapid fire?
There's some cool
A
cars.
favorite
Transformers.
Christine.
Favorite car? Rapid fire?
favorite car. Okay. Ford GT40.
But yeah, so a GT40, but from the 60s.
Yeah.
Is that what is that like a 60s, 67,
I thought it was 76.
76? See, I got dyslexia. It's all good.
Dude, I don't know. That's one of those questions like, what's your favorite movie? Like, man, I don't know. Like a late 70s C10 pickup truck's pretty fucking badass.
Oh, dude, I love
Like a
the
454
original
big block in it,
Broncos,
like-
like a 65 Bronco.
Yeah.
Those look fucking cherry. They just look cool.
Early 90s Corvette. White. Ooh, baby.
Dude, my birth year is the year of the Lost Corvette, 1983. The most famous Corvette.
Please explain the Lost Corvette.
You have to look it up. I can't explain it.
Have y'all
Got
seen
nothing on it?
I got nothing. I just know it's the year of the Lost Corvette.
Have y'all seen Christine?
Sounds cool.
The
Is that
horror
the
movie?
Stephen
car?
King, the car's chasing around killing people?
Yeah. Well, I don't know if it, yeah, but does it do that? I don't know.
I think so.
I've only seen like bits and pieces on cable.
Oh, there's a really old movie where the car like comes to life and is killing the fuck out of people. What the fuck is that movie?
I know what you're talking about. I
The
can't
Birds.
That's a really good movie.
remember. The Transporters, another.
Oh, dude,
Transporter's cool.
Audi A8, man.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Man.
That's what that guy does. That's, Yeah.
That Audi A8 in that movie, that qualifies as a car movie.
And it doesn't
Oh,
even
The
look
first one
that
does.
bad. But he's a driver, man. The car can do it. He can do it.
Dude,
Yep.
that Audi,
It's on.
he pushes a button and the license plate flips.
Uh-huh.
And you're just like, fuck yeah, dude.
there's definitely, and I mean, there's more that we could kind of talk about. Like, we could branch off into a million different directions. Like, Talladega Nights, technically a car movie.
And that's a damn good one too.
Cars is a car movie, obviously.
That's awesome. It's a great movie. We can talk about Cars next time.
Didn't they build all that at Disneyland?
Oh yeah, dude, it's all fucking real, dude.
Yeah.
If you go there, you can touch that shit, bro. And it's not plastic like you're talking about earlier. It's not a Charger
real.
rack.
It's a real talking car.
It's a real talking car.
They're like people, man.
Where do you think they cast that talking car from? Where do
Sometimes
they find
those robots, they're kind of weird.
It's
I'll be at
probably some
Disney tomorrow. I'll ask him for you.
him?
probably some oil-based poly product, plastic. I don't know. That's what I'd guess they'd mold them or cast them out of,
We're getting off the rails.
Yeah, we are. We're going a little bit off the tracks here, but so
It is a car podcast.
yeah, hit us up. Check out our Instagram or Twitter or Facebook and tell us what you think on your favorite car movies. This has been the Midweek Roll. Be sure to check us out on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and listen on Spotify, iTunes, Podbean, Google Play, and YouTube. We have Midweek Rolls coming out every week and new episodes every Monday. So we'll see you guys soon.